what's going on, guys? Today we're talking about Seismics for 220-pound guys. What durometer should you get? Let's get into it. Hey, what's going on, guys? Patrick here, and today we're talking about bushings, seismic bushings to be exact. I was on YouTube because I felt like I needed to switch out the bushings on my board because I felt like when I was leaning and turning that it was just turning a little bit too much. And what I found out is that Seismic, of course, has different types of bushings with different types of durometers so that you can choose the one that works best for you. But when I was looking online, I didn't see a whole lot of information about what durometer an individual should look at that's about my weight. I'm about 220, 225. So when I contacted Seismic, I said, yo, what is a great bushing that you think I should use? And I told them my weight, and they got back with me, and they said, we think that you should get the purple ones, which are here, and the durometer for the purple ones is 98A, and they recommended that I put that in the back of the board, and then they recommended that I also get the red ones, which are 94A, and the red ones are on the board, which is why you don't see them here. But something really interesting happened. They came in the mail. I was real excited to get them, and I put them on. But when I put on these purple bushings along with the red bushings, I could barely even turn the board. It was really crazy. And I was really shocked at that because of my weight. And then when I actually went ahead and I looked at each of, the bushings, and you would press them, these purple ones are incredibly hard. Like, I mean, they don't have any give. And then you have these orange bushings right here. They're a lot more giving, and they have like almost a little flex to them. Real quick, before I kind of get into how I set up my actual bushings, I wanted to share this. These orange bushings that come with the Exway are not the typical orange bushings that you buy from Seismic. And that's because Exway requested that they make some specifically to match their board. So actually, these orange ones, I believe, that came with the actual Exway, they are actually 90A durometer, even though they are orange. So even so, I felt like these were a little too soft. So when I initially set them up, I followed their instructions. I put the purple ones in the back, and then I put the two red bushings in the front. And it was just too stiff. I couldn't even turn the board at all. And I was like, oh my goodness, these people recommended that I switch it up. So then what I decided to do, I said, you know what? Generally speaking, people like to put stiffer bushings in the back. So what I did was, instead of putting the purple ones in the back, which are the 98As, I went ahead and I put the red ones in the back. I'm gonna try to show y'all. I put the red ones in the back, and you can kind of see it. And when you put the red ones in there, the Seismic bushings come with two pieces, so you have to put one at the bottom and one at the top. So I put both of those in the back of the board. And what that did was that gave me just enough stiffness, I feel like. Just enough stiffness so I have stability in the back. And what I did with the front, instead of putting the red ones in the front, I mixed it up. I put a red one in the front, and then I kept the original orange Seismic bushing as well. So I mixed the one up in the front for the front truck. I actually put a red one on the bottom and the orange one that came standard with the board. And what that did was that gave me just the right amount of flex for the board. And I'm really loving it so far. And I was saying I might experiment with it a little bit more and put the harder one up front and the softer one in the bottom, but I think I like the way it is. And some might say, well, why did you do it this way for the front? Because with the front, you wanted to have a little bit of give and flexibility, but not too much. But what's interesting is that the red bushing, with it being kind of stiff, what it does is I feel like it provides that really good stability, but then the orange one being up top allows it to still have the flex. So it's like the best of both worlds. And I feel like this setup is a lot better than the one that came stock. Now, I think the stock bushings that came with the board, those are probably excellent for somebody who's probably 200 pounds or less. But somebody that's my weight, 225, they may want to switch it up and do what I did. Now, I would like to say this. These purple bushings are so stiff. To be honest about it, I really can't think of a reason why somebody would want these. The only thing that I can think about is like maybe if you're doing like a bunch of hill bombing or something like that and you don't want the board to move at all. Bushings are so stiff that I just don't feel like what the use would be, because they just have no flexibility whatsoever. And with my weight, I feel like almost people that are around my weight, they probably want to just get the red ones. And the durometer for the red bushings, like I said before, was 94A. And to me, that gets the job done, because you can put the 94A in the back, and then in the front, you could put one of the red ones in the front and one of the orange ones that came with the board. And to me, that was the perfect amount of flex. It's almost like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. You know, one bed was too stiff, one bed was too soft, and the other one was just right. And I feel like the way I have it set up, that I'm in the perfect position. So guys, as always, I see at the top because the bottom is too crowded. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I have another video coming on. I just got my new clear wheels from Exway, so I'll be putting these on. I guess I'll do a how-to video for that. But then what I'm really excited to do is to do a video comparing the Wildgo 3 and this Exway board. I'm really excited for that one. So as always, I see you at the top because the bottom is too crowded. Peace.